NASDAQ. We get the best dope on the markets. Today is Tuesday, Ox 7. 2-year anniversary on the, what are we looking at here? We're looking at, these are feeder cattle, but I want to talk about silver. Okay. You can see we got these diamonds. Wow, look at this. This is 834. We already got a $2 range here, $1.50 range here. These are in the feeder cattle, okay? These are in the feeder cattle. You can see we got some olive lines here and last week's highs here. This is March feeder cattle. These are the, hang on a second, let's walk out of the pits. Got to create our own virtual pits. This is the cattle. Okay, let's go to silver here. Let me bring up the silver page. Because I did a video here on silver, and right here, 48.61. Where's that other one go? Oh, that's $1.20 higher. Okay, I got two levels only. This is one of them, 48.61. Okay, 48.61. That is smack ass exact. Okay, so the first time we went up here was 48.59. We missed it by 2 cents. I did this video. You know, if you're checking out, if I post these on YouTube here, Rumble is where I post everything, okay? And you just go to rumble.com/user/NASDAQ. Okay, but anyway, here, this is this morning, and we broke a buck here. 42.50. Okay, so we're breaking $1. 5 G's a one lot on a 1-lot COMEX, 5,000 ounce silver. Okay, if you're looking to sell silver with a buy stop at 48.65. Okay, 48.65 here. Now we're already 20 cents, so that's $2,000 per 1 lot here. If you're selling small ones here, this has been a one-way street on the upside, okay? Check this out here, all right? So let's blow it up here so we get a break. Okay, we get a break. Kind of, you know, listen, we've gotten breaks here before. We haven't had a number here. As you can see here, I've had nothing here. Once we got over this olive, okay, and here you go. So if, in fact, somebody was looking to sell silver, we are now finally getting some volatility here. Here we had a $2 break, okay, 10 G's a 1 lot. Here we had 5 G's for one here this morning, just this morning here. So we're only down 22 cents. I wouldn't say chase it, but anything can happen here. This was a little bit of a reaction. Let's go look at the gold. Gold just doesn't budge here. Central banks buying gold, public buying gold, hot money buying gold. Paul Tudor Jones had one there where, I don't know if it was JP Morgan. It doesn't matter. Do your own research. DYOR, 4,000 bucks per one ounce. So we're going to call this, I think we might call this a wrap. Let's look at the copper, though, maybe. This is bean oil here, man. Bean oil just feels like it bottomed here. Okay. Let me just go to the bean oil here, okay? We were down in the depths here. We went from... Bean oil was a big bull market here. Here you come back, you keep testing it. For crying out loud, this was it right here. You buy this. Buy any breaks here. You got a couple weekly settlements here, and now we're over it. I had talked about this level right around here. This 50-40 level here. So I think we got a little trend line here, but I think you want to be buying bean oil here. For the longer term. I'd buy it on any 2% break, which would be 100 points. Over here you got crude oil. Just take a look here. This is why here, if you had your buy order here right against this, okay, right against these brown X's, you got this, an old low somewhere back there. You got the 2 greens here. Your sell stop would go here, 59.60. But now, listen, this is a buck risk at this point, unless you're going to play some sort of gap here. Okay, this would be something here. If you got my chart package here, this wasn't mapped out here, but I will use these yellow. You know, they're nice and readable over there in the right-hand column. If you can't see that, I don't know, just pause it or something like that. But 60.34 was the top of this little gap here. You know, we went down, tagged the greens. As a matter of fact, is this green like the 1616 buy in gold a couple of years ago? I think it was in the end of 21, but I'm just guessing 21, 22. So that is crude oil. This is a little out of, here, look at this. Got a target right here in the Euronext. This is a foreign stock market or even bonds, Euro bonds here. You could read these at your own, you know, you could pause this and link. Boons. As a matter of fact, this is DG minus DB. End of chart data day here. But I want to look at copper. Before we get into the copper page here, here we got silver divided by copper. Silver divided by copper. Okay, 240-minute chart. These would have been olive cells on the way up here. Okay, we got, you know, listen, we got all-time highs here in some of these metals. This is gold divided by silver. Okay, so if you were long gold, short silver, you've been losing here. Okay, going down. Okay, gold is losing to silver. Okay, this is silver naked here, but that's not the chart I want to show you. Okay, this is copper. What are we on? 6-7 minutes almost. Okay, this is copper here. This was, you know, once we get out of these areas here. Okay, so see over here. Okay, these are my levels. Okay, and actually look at this. You break whatever that was, 20%, and actually hold it for 1 bar, and then you take it out. You come down here, see them over here on the left. Okay, so I got one. I got another pink one, I got a gray one, and I got another brown one here, 441.35. Okay, as a matter of fact, we came here and closed the month of July there. Okay, and then all of a sudden that was it. Okay, we're just doing nothing more or less, but we did have this big break on the tariff. Okay, by the way, Brazil, Lula, he's coughing. Let me put my thumb in your ass with a tariff, and you're coughing, and now you're begging Trump. Can we talk on the tariffs, okay? Because we put some 50% tariffs on it. But listen, this is off. It matters not to me, okay? So when I say 50% tariffs, you have to go see if that's correct. But I think that's correct. They got tariffs on him. Anyway, we come up here. What do we got here? 514.80. Call it 515 here. What was today's high? Well, maybe we need to be exact here. 514.65. 514.65. The number is 514.80. Wow. I'm calling that exact, okay? So we came up here kind of like silver, short of a big number. This is not nowhere near as long-term as silver. Okay, so, and actually here, let me put a sequence in there. Okay, I got 2 sets. As a matter of fact, I'm going to delete the higher set. Okay, one would be the stupid algo, and one would be the macro manager. Okay, so in my opinion, okay, I would take this one off here. Hang on a second here. Okay, this would be the one that I don't know if I'd represent it, but I represent that in my opinion. This would be the sequence a guy like Paul Tudor Jones would look at. And listen, he's so big that he probably isn't. But at one time, this would be what money managers or his mentors that work over there at Tudor. So anyway, we got a red. We got a halfway back here, and we got this over here. I already called that out. 514.80. Okay, and 514.95. That's so. So we got 3 levels right there. Put your stop at 515. I'm sorry, 17.5 or something like that. You don't even have to wait out this trend line, but let's see what this is. 22 and 24's highs. Okay, that comes in at 521.03. Okay, you say, well, that didn't really play well here. It played for a bar when we're going to posting sevens here. And then here we kind of play. Here it plays on the way down. Okay, so anyway, it doesn't matter. If, in fact, you got my chart package, which is 80% off of what it would cost you to do it on CQG yourself, and then throw in the cost of, I don't know, 6 hours for sure a day, you know, just keeping it up, and the expertise of keeping this up and having the trader eye, and the paying for premium data, okay, from CQG. And everybody buys their data from CQG. So if you need anything else, email me, arp@nasdog.com, where you get the best dope on the market here. Let's do a rule here. If you are bullish corn, buy corn, not beans or wheat. If you're bullish gold, buy gold, not silver, etc. Thanks and have a nice day. And if you need a daily comment, okay, you're that kind of player, you're going to pay me some coin, you know, listen, okay, I work out of my house, okay, I don't like to go outside. I live in Sanctuary City, and I haven't been down to Sanctuary City for, 5.5 years. So I am here to, if I can help you make $1 million or $100,000 even, okay, get a hold of me. Thanks for watching.